Hi Sarangs! Welcome back to my channel. I am here trying to be your beauty and lifestyle comfort creator. If you're also someone who wants a very comfortable, relaxing watch, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And if you've clicked on this video, you guys already know I'm going to be talking about the ultimate self-care 101 guide. Being in the K-beauty industry for 2 years and learning about self-care and trying to take care of oneself is a task. If you're following me for a while, you guys already know that I love doing Wonyoungism, and Wonyoungism is part of self-care, and self-care is a very huge theme, to be honest. So let's just quickly start with what is self-care. If you go on Google, you get a complicated definition about what exactly self-care is. I'm going to simplify it for you guys. I have divided self-care into 3 categories basically. First is the outer self-care, second is the inner self-care, and third is your environmental self-care. Basically the people in the environment that you surround yourself with. But because I'm a K-beauty content creator, of course I'm going to dig more into the skincare, body and everything in detail. So go and grab some snacks, besties, because today you're going to have a whole guide on self-care, and this is going to be a glow up that you'll be comfortable and proud of. Let's first start with the outer self-care. Outer self-care has a lot of categories. There is your hair care, your body care, your hygiene that comes into that, what healthy breakfast food that you eat, how much you hydrate yourself, how much sleep do you have every day, and of course we're going to dig more deep into the skincare, hair care and the makeup, because that is something that I have been showcasing it to you guys since 2 years of me starting this channel. Of course I will recommend a lot of products which are my personal favorites. So let's quickly get into all of these categories. First, let's talk about sleep. You must have 8 hours of sleep every day. It is something that's been spoken a lot about in general, and I think it's so important to have good sleep. And with good sleep comes good hydration. Make sure you have the appropriate amount of water as per your body weight and body mass. If you go on Google, you'll be able to see that for your particular body weight and body mass, you have to drink that much amount of water. Not everybody has to drink 2 liters of water. For every different body type, it's a different amount. Having sleep and having good amount of water will definitely change your skincare game from the beginning. Those two, I think, are the most important steps before you even start going into skincare routines. Now that we spoke about hydration and sleep, let me quickly go into skincare, makeup, hair care and body care. First, let's talk about hair care products. I love having a good hair care routine. Make sure that I put all the steps in for having a good hair care, but I also dye my hair. As you can see, this is not my natural hair. Brown is something that is suiting my skin tone as well, so I usually do a brown dye. I also trim my hair regularly. I go every 3 months to the salon to trim my hair. There's no dead ends and the hair can look more healthy with trimming. If you want to grow out your hair, please trim a little bit, not too much. These are my go-to hair care products, which is the and honey shampoo and conditioner. Japanese hair care is on another level, so if you're able to purchase Japanese hair care products, I would definitely say it's a little expensive, but it's worth the investment because they definitely are a game changer. Let's talk about my favorite hair masks. Fino and Tsubaki are my top 2 hair masks that I use for that really nice shine, and this one has such a good smell as well. It smells so good. I wish I could make you smell this through the camera, but you can get this on YesStyle, by the way. And post your hair mask and everything, make sure that you use a good essence oil, because when you're heating or when you're curling your hair or something, this is definitely game changer. You can also use a good hair perfume. I am obsessed with the rose powder Amuse hair perfume. It's so good. It's an alternative, but this is the Tsubaki premium treatment water. For lightweight, and you can use like layers of it, and it doesn't make your hair sticky or doesn't make it very oily. You can also use whatever hair oil, serum or even hair water or hair milk if that is a more suitable alternative for you guys, but I'll put some images and names here, what is trending and what is actually working good. Now that we spoke about hair care, I want to quickly let you guys know about the body care as well. These are 2 of my favorite body scrubs I have been using a lot. The first one is from Dove. You guys already know Dove is super popular online and everywhere. I think using this once a week is enough. You do not need to use it every day, alternate days, like once a week is just enough to exfoliate. And then the second one is this one. You can see it's a very cute package. So this is the brand Glue. It's like a cleansing and moisturizing body scrub. Then you can just layer it on with like a body wash. I'll put some body wash options for you guys after this. Then one of the most viral products in Japan, which was the bodycare scrub soap. It's a very controversial self-care item, but I think it is necessary for the areas which you think are not able to get enough care. So this is a nice investment. It's not too expensive either, and I think you can find this on YesStyle as well. You can also find it on Olive Young. Since we are talking about body care, I also want to talk about the lotions that I use. There are a lot of lotions that I have been using and creams that I have been using. So my current favorites is the Miss Dior Comforting Body Cream. It has a very subtle smell, but it lasts so long. Like, I absolutely love it, and it's definitely worth the money, and it's been working so long for me. I think it's been like a month or two, and as you can see, I use this 2 to 3 times in a week, and still a lot is left. So it's not less product, it's a lot of product. Another one of my favorites is the Vaseline Gluta High Dewy Radiance. It doesn't have that appeal of the fragrance or anything. It's very subtle, but it's super hydrating. I feel like it's a serum in lotion, so you get this very natural glow all over your body. So I would highly recommend you all to try one of these. While we are on our body care, I also want to let you guys know that you must move your body. You can either go to a gym, or you can even stretch or do Pilates, or you can even just be at home, do some yoga or do some nice exercises, because in the end, looking a certain way definitely boosts your confidence inwards as well. So that's very important. If you're talking about body care, of course you have to talk about maintaining your health. Make sure that you eat healthy food. 3 meals a day is also very important. There are a lot of people who skip breakfast, but I feel breakfast is a very important part of your day. You have seen my vlogs, you will see how creative I try to be in my breakfast, and try to make lovely breakfast for myself and make it a very enjoyable routine. If you make your breakfast to be an enjoyable routine, I'm sure you can maintain it and have breakfast every day. Let's talk about skincare. I'm going to quickly show you guys a few of my favorite skincare products, and if you all want to know more in detail about them, you can definitely check out my short videos or my long form videos. So make sure you check out those videos if you want a detailed description about each product. I have very dry and dehydrated skin type, so according to my skin type, I use skincare. So make sure you go to a dermat, get your skin type checked, and be aware of what skin problems you have and what type of skin you have. It will definitely help you make a good skincare routine overall. First step is cleansing. This is one of the really good foaming cleansers that I have decorated with stickers as well. Pro tip: if you feel like skincare is a really hard routine to get into, make sure that you add stickers or do something to make it a more fun process to do your skincare. You can listen to music, or you can watch a really nice drama in the background. These are my current 2 favorite toners. I've been absolutely loving them. This one is more of a watery type of toner, and this one is filled with vitamin C for that nice glow that you can have. I'm not a big fan of serums, but these 2 are my current favorites. For eye care, these 2 are my favorites. One of my current obsessions are mists, so I'm going to recommend you some mists that I absolutely love. These 2 are more of skincare mists, but can you see that glow? Something that you can use on the last step of your skincare routine, because it's so glowy. Like it literally says that it's a glow mist, so it will make your skin very glowy and give you that Korean glass skin effect, which is trending a lot. And I have this gel creams. I love gel creams, but if you want a more of a lightweight creamy lotion, Dr. Althea cream also comes in a mist format. If you want a more lighter version, you can go with a mist. It's more easier to apply. But if you want a cream base, like a tube like this, then I would recommend this one. I got 2 of these and they're almost over. In addition to that, I would recommend Arancia Vitamin C Booster Shot. It's really good for like brightening up your under eyes. As Indians, we have a little bit of a problem of having darker under eyes. If you're someone who's very conscious of the under eyes like I was, I make sure to apply vitamin C a lot on my face to kind of brighten it up. For my lip balms, I use this one, which is one of my favorites. It has the most cutest little packaging. It has My Melody on top of it. As for my lip balms, I have these two, which is super effective and useful. So many of these, like I have used so many, and it definitely is worth the hype. In case you have come across this, I love it. I got even the Pokemon collaboration packaging for that one. The most crucial step in your skincare routine, do not miss it. These two are my favorites. I absolutely love them. I use them almost regularly. Currently on my face, I have used this one. Skin 1004 has some really good skincare, and you must not miss out on those. We have come to the makeup section of the self-care routine, and to be honest, I know a lot of people are not a big fan of putting on makeup on themselves. If you're someone who doesn't like to put a lot of makeup, I would still recommend you to watch this section. It's because you can get a little bit of a peek into my favorites. Much of makeup that a lot of you guys have asked me to basically talk about my favorites. So this part is going to be my favorite makeup products. First, we're going to talk about the cushion foundations. These two are my current favorite. They work super well and they are long lasting, and also the finish is super good. I don't know if you can see on this camera. One that I'm using currently on my face. I'm coming a little close so that you guys have an idea of how it looks. It doesn't look too cakey, but I think it gives a very good coverage overall. After the cushion foundations comes concealer, so I'm just going to put it on the screen for you guys. These are my favorite concealers. These are my favorite eyeshadow palettes. These are my favorite highlighters. These are my favorite eyeliners and mascaras. My favorite blushes. Okay, talking about lipsticks now, a little bit of a difficult topic for me because I have so many favorite lipsticks, but I will talk about my favorite brands. So romanticize, Benetint, Flower Nose has some really nice lip shades as well if you want to try it, but I do love their blushes. Fee lip liners are a game changer, by the way. And more of my favorite lipsticks. Talking about the finishing part, I usually use a makeup setting powder for these. The Flower Nose one and the Milk Touch one are my favorite ones. And I think that's it for the makeup routine. I'm going to quickly touch up on perfumes and hand creams. So some of my favorite perfumes, I'm gonna put it here. I absolutely love invest in a little bit of a pricey perfume. It's because they last more longer. As for the hand cream, I'm currently using the Hello Kitty hand cream in Romantic Lily. I got this in Art Box in Korea when I was traveling. The final thing in the body care I would like to talk about is nails. I love some nice cutesy nails, but you know, it's something that I do not prefer to have whole day on my hands because I cannot work. At the end, I'm editing, so I need my nails to be gone. I'm not very comfortable with having long nails while I'm editing or working, so I make sure that I add press-on nails. I use the short ones if I want it to be long lasting, but if you do not want to go to the salon and sit for hours, I would say press-ons is a very cheap and long lasting alternative that you can try. The last topic would be fashion. Since I have majored in fashion, it's something I should be deeply talking about, to be honest, to make my teachers proud. I want to let you know to wear things that are comfortable for you and what suits your skin tone. I know there's this whole color analysis thing that people do a lot in Korea. I haven't done that yet, but I feel like if you have a warm tone or cool tone, you will definitely get a lot of suggestions online of what will suit you and what will not. If you want to go for safe colors, I would suggest you black, neutrals, nudes, because that is something that both cool tone and warm tone can pull off. But I love pinks. You guys already know my favorite color is pink, so I make sure to use a lot of pinks in my closet. Fashion is something that you have to acquaintance yourself with. There's a lot of trial error that I did before I settled on the clothes that I really wanted to get. So if you want a detail on fashion styling and stuff, I'm sure there are a lot of videos on that. But just to let you guys know out there that make sure that you have a confident fashion and styling that you have acquainted yourself with. You are happy with how you look. I've come to the second part, which is the inner self-care part. I'm going to be talking about emotions, mental health, journaling your inner thoughts, gut health, how to be kind to yourself. Not too much in detail. It's because I feel there's quite a lot of videos talking about mental health and everything, but your inner gut health is something that I want to talk about more. Basically, the things that you eat definitely impacts your inner glow up, your inner health. Being in the entertainment or a YouTube industry or something, there are a lot of girls and want to lose weight and want to be portrayed in a certain way. Somewhere in losing weight, you kind of harm your inner gut health in the meantime, because you're not eating healthy or you're not eating well balanced meals. If you're eating some meat, make sure that you add some vegetables into it, and make sure that you add juices or milk into your routine, or have your good enough of iron, vitamin C, B12, iron, minerals. There's so many things that need to be added into your balanced routine. So make sure that from inwards you are healthy and happy, because in the end that inward health and glow will show on your face. Mental health and emotions is something that I am a very overly sensitive person, by the way, so I love to journal a lot. See my vlogs, I have a lot of journals and stickers. If I want to talk about like deep topics, I make sure I add stickers to make it look more cute. If you don't have someone that you can go to and talk to, you can also go to a therapist if you want to remove those feelings out. I feel talking it out is so important. There are some days which are good, and then there are some days which are bad, and for those bad days you need those people, and if they're not there, you can try to get a therapist, a counselor, somebody like that. Or if not, it's journaling. And if you feel alone, which sometimes you can feel lonely, you can just switch on a YouTube channel where somebody is talking to you like this, or somewhere you can get motivated. Keep yourself busy in that sort of a way. I feel like self-care is such a nice goal to have. Don't overthink how people will judge you in that part of way, like your mental health or how successful you are in your career, in your personal life, in your professional life. I think not a lot of people talk about that, but I would say whatever makes you happy in the end is the most important. So whatever others say doesn't matter as much as it matters for you. Which comes to my third topic, which is your environmental self-care. The people in the environment that affect you. There are times where your environment doesn't support you in a certain way, so I would suggest you to kind of develop your professional career and get a source of income so you can get out of that environment and go and live alone, or change your environment in any sort of way. I feel like if you don't have a supportive environment in general, it would be tough for you. For me, since I have already got a very supportive environment here, whenever I'm in my room, I have my own space and I can think and do things and record videos and everything, and I get the support, which I'm very grateful for. And I think if you want that kind of a support in the end, I would say if you don't get it from your surroundings, you can go ahead and get it from yourself by doing self-care routines and being confident in yourself. Now that we are talking about the surroundings, I want to talk about social media, because social media is such a big part of our lives. I come in the category of Gen Z, so we are pretty much influenced by social media and by what other people think and by what other people do. Getting bad influence is also an influence, getting good influence is also an influence. So I must say, whatever digitally, social media, whatever you consume will definitely affect you in a certain form of way. I would suggest, if you are very sensitive towards bad news, make sure you put not interested or don't recommend the channel to your social media algorithm, because if the algorithm sees you watching a certain thing, they'll keep recommending you that category. So if you want a certain niche, make sure that you watch that certain niche and keep watching that, because it will recommend you related niches. Digital detox is something that you can definitely experiment with, and I would suggest you to do that at least once or twice in a week if possible. Do not consume social media for that day and try to do something that you can do offline. Spend time with family, spend time with friends, go out, take a walk, travel somewhere. Try to avoid social media and try to live in the moment. Also, one more thing I would like to add here is, I don't see a lot of people talking about developing your EQ and IQ. Like, there's a lot of times where in our Indian culture we do a lot of IQ concentration, but we don't do a lot of EQ concentration. I'll just put the definitions and differences here, but I feel having a balance of these two is so important in your overall life, so you can have a very nice personal and professional growth. Having healthy hobbies is one of them. You guys already know that I love reading books. I also write books, but reading I think is a very good hobby. I'm currently reading this one. I'm almost done with the book. This is something of a digital detox in itself as well, because you're not actually consuming media. At least for some time every day, do something that you love. It can be journaling, reading, painting, learning a new instrument, learning a new language. It can be any of these things that you find comfort in. It can even be like making a matcha. You guys already know I love making matcha. You can also make coffee. You can experiment on your drinks, or you can experiment on cooking. If you want to learn cooking, you can do that. Just putting it into your routine or on your desk or on your pegboard in front of you somewhere kind of reminds you to add that's something that you love to do. Me time is so important. I feel like all the single childs who don't have siblings feel like they already get their me time, but it's not true. If you're working, if you are studying, if you're out and having hobbies and doing a lot of socializing, me time is something that is kind of missing, and I would say you have to just sit with yourself and have your little me time. Or you can listen to some music as well, just some calming music, look outside, spend some time with yourself. It can also include doing your hobbies if you wish to do that as well. And I feel like I have covered up all the 3 sections pretty well, and if you think I'm missing something, do let me know in the comments and I can definitely suggest some things to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed sitting down and just having a chat. I hope by the end of this video you are motivated to glow up, and that means having a healthy self-care routine. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys on next Friday with another very exciting video. Until then, bye bye my sarangs.